It is Monday. It is morning.
And my dear boys and girls, it's Macabre.
By God, it's macabre.
Welcome to another episode of Monday Morning Macabre with Scones and Darcy. I am Darcy, that is Scones. Oh no, Scones is now Krusty the Clown, I guess. Oh, yep,
Hey,
that's
kids.
the rest of the episode. He's made this a thing now.
Yep. And talk
Yep.
about like gambling and like smoking monkeys and
Smoking gamblers.
smoking gambling monkeys.
Ooh, edgy jidgy.
Smoking while gambling on monkey knife fights.
Yep.
Simpsons
Welcome.
references.
Welcome, guys. Scones, how was your week?
Oh, it was fresh to death as always. You know, since we make so much money off this podcast,
Yeah.
I went touring around the Mediterranean on a sailboat with
Yep.
a celebrity to be named later.
What color was the scarf that was around your neck? Or not scarf, like the you know what I'm talking
The
about? Sweater
ascot?
around your. No. You know, you had your boat shoes, your polo, but then you had the sweater
course.
like tied around your waist or whatever.
Yeah, I yelled at
Or
the help
shoulders.
a lot.
Yeah. Yelling
called
at
them the
help
help.
is so cool. Yeah, we refer to them as the help. So we were yacht racing, and my yacht, the SS Bing Bong, was like having a great day.
Yeah, my yacht, the SS Kawuga, was not doing as well.
Yeah, the Bing Bong v Kawuga is like a pay-per-view event for the ages, and we don't disappoint on our yachts.
Never do.
Never do. Guys, you got another 4 minutes of yacht talk. Welcome to Yacht Talk, the podcast where
Yacht
we
talk.
talking yachts with dinks and farts.
We have a real relatable fan base.
Yeah.
A lot of people
We,
want to hear about people
yacht
talking about their
talk.
yachts.
So I was, just waxing my yacht, as
Of
one
course.
does, of course. I put it in port, which is it's like a parking lot for boats, you poor people. And, just shining, just spending the day shining away on that yacht. And I ran into these other, yacht owners.
Of course, yachties.
Yeah, Lil Yachties, and we just hit it off. And turns out, Bill Gates and Amazon Bezos.
Old Amazon Bezos.
Yeah, he said, "Hi, I'm Amazon Bezos." That's how he introduces himself. We're friends, so I can call him that. He doesn't
Were they
go by
really
Jeff
nervous? Were they really nervous talking to a Monday Morning Macabre host?
anymore. They're like, "Whoa, oh my God!" Like, "Hi, I'm Amazon Bezos." I mean Jeff, and I was like, "That's so embarrassing." So I thought I'd bring it up on the podcast. So yeah, the Bing Bong is looking fresh. I'm tired of being in Italy all the time, though.
It is tough. The Mediterranean, it's a tough place to get away from. It's just
Exactly.
too beautiful.
The stresses of the Mediterranean Sea. Do you think people in the Mediterranean are like, I gotta get out of here one day?
I don't know. Yeah, like if someone on the coast in Croatia and is like, "Oh, this is so played out, man." Like,
Or yeah, just like, I've been here my whole life. I need to find a vacation spot. I want to live in like downtown U.S. City.
yeah, it
Nearest to
fucking
our listener.
sucks. Growing up in high school on the Amalfi Coast, dude. Like,
They're like, oh, I want more limoncello.
I just
Shut
dream
up.
of getting to Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be on
the
Route 1.
the
The Auto Mile. Guys, if you haven't been to the Auto Mile, Route 1,
Ooh.
ooh,
Ooh. One thing I like
Ooh.
more than yachts, it's the Auto Mile.
it's the Auto Mile. Auto Mile, I hardly know her. I mean,
There's like 4 people who listen to this that know what that is. Route 1, the Auto Mile.
the Auto Mile guys, just go to Massachusetts. You'll hit it eventually.
Yeah.
It's got all of your favorite car spots.
Pretty much every dealership you can think of within a mile on Route 1. The Auto Mile.
If you guys want to go to what's some nah, I don't know if we should plug businesses in the Auto Mile. They probably don't need it.
There's a Jake and Joe's.
You guys like Ty Law?
I sure
makes-
fucking do.
That's such a specific.
You like bouncing up and down and like Ty Law?
Anyway, he's got a trampoline park. Guys, if you've got local Auto Miles, send them in. Let us know. And
if you
want
have
to
yachts or Auto Miles.
yeah, if you guys want to be on Yacht Talk next episode, just write in because we're looking for new yachties to interview about their yachts, and
we need someone who can actually hold a conversation on like Amazon Bezos.
Yeah, Amazon Bezos was like peeing his pants and clutching his pearls, and I was like, good try, Amazon Bezos. He even put a wig on at one point, and I was like, dude, this is so embarrassing.
And it was really, it's really embarrassing when me and you both have our pearls and they're completely unclutched.
Hashtag clutched. Well, the help clutches them for me, but honestly, I was
and
like,
even if they do it right, I yell at them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that's how you make sure that they know who is boss.
That's how you run a business, dude.
That's business, baby. Yell at people regardless of how hard they work and how good they do the job, daddy.
That's how you stay winning, dude.
That's how you fucking girl boss. Okay.
Two steps to winning, okay? 1, disrespect everyone. 2, evade taxes. That's winning.
Hashtag girl bossing. Speaking of girl bossing, do you know the subreddit r/battle stations?
No, but shout out Happy Birthday Jimmy.
Hey, happy birthday, Jimmy.
You saying girl bossing reminded me.
So there's a subreddit called r/battle stations. It's for like PC setups, for like clean looking PC office setups. And this guy has a really nice one. Oh, whoa, my mic just freaked out.
Yeah.
This guy has a really nice one, but in the center of it is a tablet, and the wallpaper on the tablet says unapologetically dope. And I'm like, you're girl bossing too hard. And even the comments were like, dude, this looks like a girl boss setup. And I was like, yeah, that's...
I thought it was
everything else was great.
I thought it was going to be an anime girl
or
something.
No. It's just unapologetically dope. And I was like, that's...
At least he's not apologizing for it.
You had me, and then you lost me, Papa. So, if you guys don't want to lose Darce, get a different background.
Sheesh.
Okay, so Scony, it's 7 minutes into the pod.
Hell yeah.
And you know what they say. 7 minutes in heaven, 5 minutes in hell, 3 minutes in purgatory. Ain't that swell?
Wow.
That's the old rhyme.
I remember that.
So, yeah, remember that?
Old Catholic school.
Yeah. On the auto mile, you learn a thing or two, okay? So, Scony, today we got a very special episode. Do you know why that is?
I do not.
It's a listener suggestion.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say it was like episode like 500 or something.
We're on episode 60,000.
Those yachts don't pay for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get that ad revenue, baby.
What episode number are we on? I'm lost in the sauce.
Well, because we split it into seasons, who fucking knows? It's like 30-something of this season. There's like 50-ish per season, something like that.
We've put out a lot of tent.
A lot of tent these past few years, Papa. And
I hope we have
really
good
picking up
syndication.
Steam. What?
I hope, like, we get in the future. Like,
okay. I think
there's like a cult following where people just go back and listen to the whole from the top.
Yeah, in 2089, people are going to be like, yo, this is my new personality.
We're basically the new Seinfeld.
So we've got a listener suggestion from a one Ryan Benson, an old-time fan, a Yacht Talk. Patreon. Shout out to you, Ryan Benson. Now, he sent us a link to... something called the Erdington Murders.
Erdington?
The Murdington Murders. It sounds like the Goosebumps book meme girl.
It does.
Oh my god, the Erdington Murders. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. Band. Slick your hair back and...
let those dillies fly.
All right, the dillies have been flown. Welcome.
In the wind.
In the wind. I'm on HuffPost.com.
Ooh, look at that. Not all that's interesting.
Actually, yeah. So Ryan Benson sent us a lineup article, but this one has a little more text, and I think will bring us to a more, time. You know what I'm saying? I just worded that so bad.
Fits our
fits our normal
hard stop
schedule. Yeah.
The slot we have to fill in the programming.
Exactly. So, the eerie coincidences of the Erdington murders, which is gonna be silly. Every time I say it. This is by Stephanie Almazan, a lineup contributor.
Almazan Bezos, dude?
Almazan Bezos. Yeah, that's probably, he should have just been like, hi, I'm Steph, and it would have made more sense. So Erdington is a quaint suburb of Birmingham, England.
Erdington to Birmingham with the murders?
Erdington, Birmingham. Good evening, I am Erdington, Birmingham. Extraordinarily rich, tiny man.
Oh, he has a yacht.
He's got a yacht, but it's the size of a corn cob.
But it's just a boat. But to him, it's a yacht.
Yeah, right. It's a canoe, baby. So Erdington is a quaint suburb of Birmingham, England, that dates back to the 9th century. The old English community has undoubtedly seen its share of history, evolving from a rural village to a popular midway point for those traveling between Chester and London in the 18th and 19th centuries.
You know...
It's like the Automile.
I gotta get out to Chester at some point.
Honestly, Chester and London, oof. I yacht through those ports. Do you think we've convinced them that we've owned yachts yet?
Yeah.
Real quick, Scott.
One of these is going to be landlocked.
Keep this off the air. Do you think they think we have yachts yet?
Cut that out.
Cut that out. This is between us two. My yacht runs on gas.
Runs on the hopes and dreams of orphans.
Goes first. Yet there's a dark chapter to Erdington's history that continues to haunt its residents. The unsolved murders of 2 young women with details too similar to ignore, right down to the date of their grisly deaths. But the creepiest part? The similar incidents happened 157 years apart. Dum dum dum.
That's weird.
Scony, we got a coinky dink on our hands.
That's fucking weird.
And it's going to take the Bing Bong and the Awooga to solve this goddamn case.
Race you there.
I got a tugboat horn. At 6:30 a.m. on May 27th, 1817, a laborer named George Jackson came across a bundle of clothing, a hat, and shoes near a water-filled pit, also called a puddle. He alerted locals who dragged the pool and found the body of Mary Ashford, with bruising on her arms, presumably raped before her death. Footsteps of a man and woman were found in a nearby field. Authorities scrutinized the events leading up to Mary's death and named one Abraham Thornton as the prime suspect.
Is there evidence for him, or were they just like, that guy?
Don't you worry, my dear.
And fuck that guy.
And I don't like this one. It's like the witch trials, but
right.
But with yachts. The victim was a comely 20-year-old.
But with yachts on the Automile.
Yeah, on the Automile. You know where you drive your yachts, on the Automile. Your gas-powered yacht Automiles. The victim was a comely. That's a new word.
Comely.
20-year-old girl who had plenty of suitors. Judging by context clues, I imagine that means pretty.
Yeah, unless suitors really liked different stuff back then.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, on Whit Monday, May 26th, she walked from Langley Heath to Birmingham on her way to work.
Dude, it's the fucking Peaky fucking Blinders.
Yeah, exactly. Stopping at the home of Mrs. Butler's, where her friend Hannah Cox lived.
Tommy.
There. What did you just Peaky Blinder me?
Tommy.
There, Mary dropped off a bundle of clothing she planned to wear to a dance later that evening. What dancing do you think they did back then?
I don't know. That sounds like a nursery rhyme. She skipped along to deliver a bundle of clothing.
At Hannah Cox's house. on the automile.
They were definitely hitting some. Wait, what year is this?
This is fucking 1817.
Oh, so they were doing fucking like Pride and Prejudice bullshit dancing where you line up and then walk by
like,
the
everyone
person.
must follow the same square and be very tight with their movements.
And if you get too close to the other person, you're married.
Yeah. Honk honk. That just seemed like a good transition. At 6 p.m. that night, Mary returned to Hannah's room and changed into her party outfit. The two then set off to attend a dance at Tyburn House. Both girls enjoyed the festivities and spent the latter part of the dance with Benjamin Carter and Abraham Thornton. The foursome left the dance at midnight, walking along the main road, Chester Road. Hannah Cox headed back to Mrs. Butler's home. Benjamin Carter went back to the dance, and Mary and Abraham continued on towards Mary's grandfather's home. At 4 a.m., Mary returned to Hannah's home to change back into her work clothes. They just didn't sleep back then.
You were up all night partying coming from the Tygon house or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Tyburn house. Hannah questioned her about what she did, as any curious girlfriend would. Mary appeared calm and in a pleasant mood. She told Hannah she was girl bossing with Thornton before he left. Witnesses then claimed to have seen Mary along the road alone a little after 4 a.m. It says she told Hannah she spent time with Thornton. In case anyone was like, I need to know! Oh!
Fuck!
I'm never gonna know. I gotta read it now.
I downloaded this podcast.
A few hours later, Mary was discovered dead.
Yeah.
By 8 a.m. the next morning, a confused Abraham Thornton was arrested for the slaying. He reportedly told police upon his arrest, I cannot believe she is murdered. Why? I was with her until 4 o'clock this morning. During questioning, that's why the fifth is a thing. That's why people plead the fifth.
It's also real easy to, or I guess real hard to prove innocence back then.
Yeah. Like, they didn't have anything.
Whatever, like, the loudest group of people decided you did,
whoever
is
yelled,
probably what they're going to charge you with.
They literally probably went to one of those, like, circus, like, you smack the hammer down on the thing to make the thing go up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
They're just like, whoever does this better wins. Strong. Strength is king.
Strength is king.
I'm going to get that tattooed to my yacht.
Strength is king.
Yeah.
Just on the side of the yacht.
Yep.
That would be incredible.
Would be. I'm going to get the Incredibles around it.
Yeah, I'm going to get Mrs. Incredible stretching around the entire thing.
Oh, man.
Is that Mrs. Incredible stretched around the awooga?
So Abraham told
this podcast is about murders. We promise.
Yeah. We promise. We swear. We swear it's not about Pixar and Amazon Bezos. Abraham told detectives he had sex with Mary that night in the fields. Afterwards, they talked and gazed up at the sky until around 3 a.m. before Abraham walked her part of the way back to Hannah's house. He waited for her outside, then left when she did not come back for some time.
I mean, aren't they going to, like, kill him for premarital sex at this point in history anyway?
True, yeah. Yeah, right. That was the last time Abraham claimed he saw Mary alive. Abraham Thornton's trial began on August 8th. Public opinion was convinced of his guilt. Nevertheless, 3 witnesses were able to corroborate Abraham's alibi. This, in conjunction with a lack of concrete evidence, led the jury to deliver a not guilty verdict. Mary's brother William Ashford refused to accept the jury's decision and appealed for a second trial. Then, in a weird twist of antiquated legal events, Lord Ellenborough, who presided over the case, allowed Abraham to defend his not guilty verdict with a, quote, trial by battle.
Oh,
Hell
shit.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones style,
Essentially
baby.
a fight to the death to prove one's innocence.
The Mountain versus the Viper.
Abraham made a show of it by throwing a leather glove over his head to initiate the challenge. Mary's brother, however, did not respond to the provocation.
So does he win?
The case was ultimately discharged and Abraham walked.
Dude, why would you never
you
always
should
do that?
Right.
If you're like you're about to get got, just always be like, all right, who wants to fight? Like,
okay, fight time.
Who wants to fight the supposed murderer? And almost no one's probably going to step up.
Yeah. So the public continued to believe Abraham was the killer after the trial concluded. So much so that Abraham eventually fled his home for the United States, baby. The Auto Mile was started.
Living in America.
Born in the USA.
Rolled up to the U.S. like, what's up?
Hey, what's up, it's your boy,
my name's
Abraham?
Abraham, yeah. People think I kill people and I fucking fields, baby.
I fucking fight it, baby. You think I murder? I'm about to fight you to the death. I'll prove I murdered.
Yeah. You want to make me a murderer?
The unsolved murder of Mary Ashford left a deep wound on the Erdington community. Exactly 157 years later, that wound would be reopened in a painfully similar case. On May 27th, 1974,
It's like it.
Another 20-year-old woman was murdered and left in a ditch near Chester Road in Erdington. Her body, which showed
That's pretty
signs
creepy. The same road and everything.
Her body, which showed signs of rape and strangulation, was discovered a few days after death. This woman was identified as Barbara Forrest, who worked as a nurse at nearby Pipe Hayes Children's Home. She, too, had gone missing on Whit Monday. Reports state that Barbara was with her boyfriend Simon Belcher on the evening of her death, dancing at several bars. Different kind of dancing.
You don't know that.
True. Yeah, I don't know what England might still be.
England
Game
might
of Thrones.
be. Yeah.
I don't fucking know, kid.
They still
Belcher said
have the horse-drawn carriages home and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. And if you don't get back by midnight, you turn into a pumpkin.
Uh-oh, England.
Uh-oh, England. Pumpkin time.
Excellent.
Belcher said he walked her to the bus at 1 a.m., and that was the last time he saw her. A manhunt ensued, involving over 100 detectives. And once again, which is crazy, that's so many detectives.
So many.
That's like there was a convention in town, and all the detectives in England were there. That's so many.
Dude, yeah. I picture Sherlock Holmes was just hot. And like everyone was like, I want to do that.
Like, sheesh. Yeah, probably. So once again, authorities zeroed in on a suspect named Thornton. Michael Ian Thornton lived on Chester Road and was Barbara Forrest's co-worker.
This is like Kennedy Lincoln level of like crazy shit.
This is bonanzas. Michael Ian Thornton lived on Chester Road and was Barbara Forrest's co-worker. After authorities reportedly found bloodstains on Thornton's pants and uncovered a false alibi from his mother, they apprehended him and charged him for the slaying. He was apprehended over 100 times by different detectives each time.
Each one came up and like, this is my crime scene now. Like,
yeah, they all did
100 times.
The suspect was put on trial, and similar to the Thornton and Mary Ashford's case 157 years ago, this Thornton was found not guilty due to lack of evidence.
Did he try to fight?
To draw yet another similarity, Barbara Thornton's sibling Erica refused to accept the verdict. In 2012, she demanded the case be reopened and DNA evidence reviewed. Even more chilling are accounts of both women feeling a sense of dread leading up to their deaths. Mary Ashford reportedly told Hannah Cox's mother that she had, quote, bad feelings about the week to come. Barbara Forrest had also confided in a coworker 10 days before her murder, saying, quote, this is going to be my unlucky month. I just know it.
I say both of those things every week, though.
every Monday, I'm like, oh boy, this is my unlucky week. And, you know, my yacht
haven't been wrong, baby. Now I'll get back in my yacht.
Vroom vroom. Scones, what's your yacht sound like when you start it?
It goes vroom vroom, and it'll make it say way ho, way ho.
Oh shit! Wow. Does the help all have to say way ho?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I don't know that reference.
Okay. Goodbye. Both murders remain unsolved to this day. Some view the parallels between the cases as mere coincidence, while others see them as signs of something sinister. One thing is for certain. The people of Erdington continue to search for answers to these strangely similar cases.
That is super weird, dude. Did he go to America? Did he leave?
He wants to go to America. Killing people in America.
Where the streets are paved with cheese.
He did not end up going to America, and he also did not end up trying to fight someone to prove his innocence. So, like, honestly, is there even a coincidence? Like,
I don't know.
So, yeah, so that's the Erdington murders. This is the Erdington murders. Super weird. I mean, it is a huge coincidence. 2 20-year-old victims murdered in the same place by people with the same name is pretty crazy. But at the same time, maybe the Thorntons are just like a family of like vampires.
Ooh. Well, yeah, Thornton. It's the same Thornton. Same dude.
It's the Thornton curse.
He came back from America.
After dropping the hottest mixtape.
Yeah. Laid that down. Came back. Business
was like,
done.
He was probably like, everyone who knew me is dead, so I can just return home.
Yeah. Or they have like an Pennywise situation where whatever years demon from outer space comes and gets his fill and then goes back into sleep mode.
Every 157 years, it's like, okay, battery charged.
What was Pennywise's years? What was it, 27, 17, something like that?
Every 27 sounds right. It's definitely a 7.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe so.
I think it's 27, and that makes sense given the time frame, like the ages. Of
getting Finn or whoever to look like Bill Hader.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, guys, if you know any yachts nearby, let us know, because
that's the real focus of this episode.
Yeah, we're really trying to turn Monday Morning Macabre into Yacht Talk Radio.
We want to raise yacht awareness.
Yeah.
Do you know about yachts? That's about it.
Can afford a yacht, and we're trying to get a yacht in the hands of every American. That's the platform I'm running on. So vote for me, and I will wipe out our debt, baby.
Wipe it clean.
Wipe it clean by selling everything except for yachts.
Wipe it clean. Buy a Tushy bidet. Wipe it clean.
Buy a Tushy bidet. I got to install mine, dude. It came in the mail like a week ago and I haven't. It's like...
It'll change your life. It's awesome.
I'm sure it will. It's just like I got to unscrew stuff, you know? That seems like a lot. Seems like a lot of work.
You should probably send it back. That sounds awful.
I thought they would come with a person who would go, "Let me install your bidet, sir." And
Hello there.
Thank you so much. Have you heard of podcasts?
And then their help, so you have to yell at them.
Yeah. I'm like, "You're doing it wrong," and he's like, "You what?" And I'm like, "I know what I'm doing. You're doing it wrong." And he's like, "Okay, do you want to do it?" And I'm like, "No."
What am I paying you for?
It wrong. Anyway. Guys, thanks for listening. If you have any suggestions, and shout out to Ryan Benson for the suggestion. If you guys have suggestions, send them on over via DM. You can hit us on Twitter at MMMacabrePod, on Instagram at Monday Morning Macabre, or on our website, MondayMorningMacabre.com. Send us any suggestions you have. Check out merch. Check out the Patreon for extra bonus content. We got a bunch of content bonuses up there.
So much bonus, so much content.
Yeah, we actually take every episode and play it in reverse on there. So if you want to hear that,
Liz, Dad.
Yeah. So that's what people are paying for. If you're curious, and besides that, I mean, have a yacht-filled Auto Mile Monday.
Wooga.
Bababooey.